First of all, thanks for being here in my YouTube channel. As many subscribers were keep on asking me to post videos for CSAT exam. So from this year, I will be posting a special video for the CSAT exam because CSAT is something a difficult exam. So it requires time to prepare a proper content. So from this year, I will be posting a perfect video, a full-fledged video that is for the CSAT exam. So from today, I will be posting videos, and every week you can able to see one video that is for a special video for CSAT exam. So point number 2 regarding test series. So there is a special test series that I have created only for the CSAT exam students. So after purchasing the CSAT exam test series, under that you can able to see the current affairs session. So start practicing the current affairs, and below that you can able to see quantitative aptitude. So now you can able to see 5 topics, and if I posted one video, for example today I will be posting video on set theory. So if you can able to see after watching the video of set theory, so you can able to see the test series on set theory. So only after posting every videos, the test series will be added on the same topic. Got it? So before May month, I will be completing the complete test series as well as a complete paper 2 quantitative aptitude mathematics. So don't forget to purchase the test series, and on the daily basis try to practice the test series also. So point number 3. So in my YouTube channel, I have posted already all the quantitative aptitude topics. It's completely free, 100% free, where you can able to watch time on work, time on distance, the complete quantitative aptitude as well as reasoning. So just visit my website or visit my YouTube channel, Feel Free to Learn. You can able to find all the topics. So first be strong on the basics. Only if you strong on the basics, you can able to crack the question that is based on decision making. Because if you are preparing for CSAT exam, most of the question are like a decision making. You have to conclude whether conclusion 1 and 2, so which conclusion is true or false. So if you need to solve this question, you have to be strong on the basics. So don't forget to watch all the topic videos on aptitude reasoning in my YouTube channel, and that too completely free. Got it? So in case if you want to get all my YouTube videos in offline in a pen drive mode or in a SD card mode, so WhatsApp us, we will give you all the videos of my YouTube in the pen drive where you can able to watch without internet. So point number 4, our Telegram channel. So this will be a new Telegram channel that we have created only for the students who are preparing for the CSAT exam. So if you are really preparing for the CSAT exam, don't forget to join this group. Why? Because whenever we post video, that is especially for the CSAT exam, or whenever we post test series, that is especially for the CSAT exam, or ebooks, we will upload everything on this Telegram channel. Sometimes you will not receive the notification. So we don't want to miss all those videos or all those ebooks. So we will be uploading all the ebooks in the CSAT Telegram channel of Feel Free to Learn. So if you are preparing for CSAT, and remember one thing, this channel will be deleted after May month. Once the paper 2 exam gets completed, we will delete this Telegram channel. Last 5th point. So I'm really proud to teach for the CSAT exam. So why? Because one day you are going to become IAS officer and IPS officer. So if I am just helping you just 0.1% on your preparation, I will be really happy to do this service. So definitely I will put my complete effort on each and every video that I will be posting for CSAT exam. So if you watch this video, you can able to find that how much effort I have taken all the questions from different exams, as well as UPSC, CSAT, previous year starting from 2000. So it requires lot of preparation, but I will do that only because you are preparing for IAS and IPS officers. So definitely my help will be there on your preparation. Just 0.1% help for your preparation will definitely there. Feel Free to Learn will definitely help you on the preparation of quantitative aptitude as well as reasoning. So let me move on to the topic now. So friends, now let me move on to this video number 5 on the CSAT exam preparation, that is on the topic puzzles. So friends, puzzles, right? So inside this puzzle, we have 2 categories of question. So before talking about the categories and how to solve these kinds of questions, so first you have to remember one thing, puzzle comes under the reasoning ability, and this topic puzzle is most important for your CSAT exam. So why? Because when you look at the previous year question paper, you can able to see time and work will be asked only one question. Set theory, only one question. Direction, blood relation, you can able to see all these questions will be asked only for 1 mark. That is only one question. But when you look at the puzzles, in 2016, 5 questions were asked only on the topic puzzle, that is seating arrangement. Even in 2021, even in 2019, 20, every year you can able to see a puzzle question that will be asked not only for 1 mark, it can be asked maximum for 5 marks. So it's one of the most important topic. And when we see the previous year question paper, puzzle was not that much difficult. It is easy to moderate level. Right, so it is easy to solve, but some questions are little bit moderate, but when you practice more number of questions, definitely you can able to crack the question that is from the topic puzzle. So when you can able to see this puzzle topic, right, there are 2 categories of question. First, you have to guess which type of puzzle it is, and then you have to start solving the question. That is important, because you know, when it comes to puzzle, there are category 1. Let me take this as model 2 and model 1. So first let me talk about model 1. So model 1, it's like a circular arrangement, seating arrangement, right? So let me consider this model 1 as seating arrangements. So everyone knows it, right? Circular arrangement, linear arrangement, or else a person in a floors, 6th floor building, 1st floor, 2nd floor, a person is living 6th floor, a person is living on the 5th floor, or even number floors, odd number floors. So these kinds of question will comes in model number 1. So when we move on to this model number 2 puzzle, you can able to see that the questions are like A is taller than B, or else A is 52 kg more than B, and D and E are little bit shorter than C. So those kinds of question, right? The difference between model 1 and model 2 is to solve the model number 2 question, right? Listen carefully. To solve this model number 2 question, it does not have any pattern or it does not have any format to solve. You can just like that solve this model number 2 question on your own. Either you can solve the question by using a tabular column, or else you can just like that by reading a passage line by line, by taking a notes, and you can get the answer. So model number 2 question that is based on puzzle does not have any perfect format to solve. Got it? So just like that you can solve on your own way. But when we move on to this model number 1 seating arrangement, you have to solve the question only by a certain logic. If it is a circular arrangement, you have to draw a circle. If it is a linear arrangement, you have to draw a linear and make sure that all the persons are facing north or all the persons are facing south. So similarly, if we move on to the circular arrangement, we have to check whether all the persons are facing the center or facing the outside. So how many floors are there? So these kinds of questions, that is from model number 1, you have to solve in a specific format that is based on the question, whether it is circular or it can be square or it can be rectangle, any format. But it has some format to solve. That is called as model number 1 seating arrangement. So model number 2, it does not have any format. By just reading a question point by point, you can take a clue, and either you can solve it in a tabular column or without a tabular column, just like that you can able to solve the question and get the answer. Got it? So in 2016, the last question that was asked in the seating arrangement, that is only on the circular arrangement, which was 2016. So 2016, finally they have asked, this is the last time, right? Not finally, this is the last time they have asked a circular arrangement. And in 2019, they have asked a question that is from linear arrangement. And this puzzle, in every exam, you can able to see a question from model number 2. Even in the previous year, 2021, you can able to see a person is taller than B. These kind of question they have asked in the exams, right? So it is important, right? When even these kinds of question like apartments, and some person is facing another person, right? These kinds of questions, some person are facing north and some person are facing south. So these kinds of questions you can able to see in the CSAT exam more. So according to me, I would recommend to learn, give importance to each and every area in the topic puzzle, because it's the most scoring part. Instead of wasting your time on preparation of allegation mixture for more than 3 or 5 days, in the same 5 days, if you prepare this topic puzzles, it is easy to score 5 questions. That much easy the topic is, but it requires more and more practice. Got it? So before watching this video, my advice is to watch my seating arrangement easy level videos on my YouTube channel, right? It's completely free, not for money. If you got my offline pen drive thing, in the reasoning ability you can able to see 25 questions I have given. That is, I have taken seating arrangement easy level and 25 questions seating arrangement medium level. If you didn't get the pen drive, just visit my YouTube channel, Feel Free to Learn. There in the playlist you can able to see seating arrangement 25 question, easy, medium and art. So art is not at all required for CSAT exam, because art is completely different, right? You don't want to waste your time on learning art level puzzles. So only thing is you have to learn and you have to solve more number of puzzle only on easy and medium level. Got it? So if you can't able to find the playlist, just visit my website feelfreetolearn.com. There in the second part, reasoning section, I have given the seating arrangement puzzles. So you can able to watch all my videos without any subscriptions or nothing like that. Just like that you can able to watch. So make sure to watch each and every video and simultaneously try to solve the question on your own. Sorry. So try to solve your question on your own. So okay friends, right? So next, importantly, now in this video what we are going to see is we will be solving the question that is based upon a seating arrangement, right? In the next video we can solve a question that is based on linear and then a floor based puzzle, or else different kinds of puzzle that is based on seating arrangement, and then in the next part we will be solving the model number 2 puzzles. So I'm just going to give more and more importance to the puzzles. Why? Because this is most important topic, right? So first let me talk about the circular arrangement. So if it is a circular arrangement, in this video we will be seeing the topic that is on circular arrangement. So if it is a circular arrangement, right, there are two models. That is two kinds of question they can ask. One is a question that is based on facing inside, whether the people who are all sitting in the circular arrangement can face inside, or else the second category of question is people who are all sitting in the circle are facing outside. So there are two model question. If the person is facing inside, this will be right hand side and this will be left hand side. If the person is facing outside, then this will be right hand side and this will be left hand side. That's the major difference. In some question, some people will be facing inside and some people will be facing outside. So you have to be very much careful. At the beginning of the sentence, beginning of the question itself, they will give you 8 persons sitting in a circle, some of them are facing center and some of them are facing outside, or else all the person are facing the center. So first decide which category of question it is and then start solving the question. And second, importantly, this is note number 1, right? So I will tell you some of the notes where students usually make the mistakes. So this is the note number 1. You have to initially check whether the arrangement, all the persons are facing center or all the persons are facing outside, or else in the arrangement some person will be facing inside and some person will be facing outside. You have to check that. That will be the note number 1. And note number 2. So check how many of them are sitting in a circular arrangement. Whether 8 people are sitting in a circular arrangement or 5 people are sitting in a circular arrangement. So that is important. Why it is important? Because all the even number persons will be facing each other. For example, if there are 6 persons sitting in a circle, or else if there are 8 persons sitting in a circle, or else 4 persons sitting in a circle. So all these even number people will comes under this concept, that is, see, if there are 6 persons sitting, so you have to draw a diagram like this. So each and everyone will be facing each other. Understood or not? Everyone is facing each other. So similarly, if it is an 8 person, you can able to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Understood or not? So this person is facing this person and this person will be facing each. Every person is facing each other. If it is an even number of people are sitting, then definitely all the persons will be facing each other. If it is an odd number, for example, there are 7 people sitting in a circle. So it does not have any format. You can draw just like that 7, right? Because only for the even number of people, you have to make sure that every person should face each other. But if it is an odd number, you can draw a circle, you can just like that make all the persons to be seated. Got it? So this will be note number 1 and this will be note number 2. And next will be note number 3. So most important note, possible diagram. So always, even the question is easy or even the question is difficult, try to draw the possible diagram. Don't try to solve the question by just drawing only one diagram. That is a wrong way of solving a seating arrangement question. I've seen many students who are, even though they are so brilliant, what they used to do is they used to read the question and they used to fix the clue on the single diagram, right? Even they are getting more possible, they used to waste the time by drawing only the single diagram. Don't do that. If for example, think that there are 8 persons are sitting, right? So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and A is here, understood? So immediate neighbor of A is B. So point number 1 is immediate neighbor of A is B. So we don't know whether B is sitting here or B is sitting here, because immediate neighbor of A is B. We are getting 2 possibles. So immediately what you need to do is draw another diagram here. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 8 person. So in this possible diagram, B will be sitting here. In this possible diagram, B will be sitting here. Understood or not? So in both the diagrams where you can able to see B is a immediate neighbor of A. So always remember that drawing a possible diagram will easily, where you can easily get the answer at the within 1 or 2 minutes, you can able to get the answer if you draw the possible diagrams. So after practicing more and more number of questions, if you are a brilliant, you can able to solve a question without a possible diagram. So friends, if you are a beginner, make sure to draw the possible diagram. Only then, even though the question is easy or medium or it's very hard, you can just like that crack the question by using a possible diagrams. That's what in my YouTube video itself I have told you the same thing. So always draw the possible diagram, not only for the circular. This possible diagram can be applied for linear, this possible diagram can be applied for a floor based puzzle or square or else rectangle. So in all the cases, always the possible diagram help you to crack the question within 1 or 2 minutes. So once got it, right? So that's it about this introduction about circular arrangement. So before solving a question, so these are the things you have to remember, and I hope everyone knows this, right? Immediate neighbor, what is called as immediate neighbor, and then E is sitting opposite to E. For example, there are immediate neighbors of each other, and then they are facing opposite. A is sitting opposite to C, right? These kinds of questions are important, and A right hand side at a second place is C, and A and C, between A and C there is gap of 2 people. So these kinds of words, I hope everyone knows it. So if you didn't know all these basic notes before solving a circular arrangement, again don't forget to watch my seating arrangement basic videos, right? If you already know all these stuff, so now let me move on to some of the example questions I have taken from CSAT exams and various competitive exams which are related to the same level. In 2016, they have asked one question that is from the seating arrangement with easy to moderate level. So what I did, I have taken another 8 questions which is related to the same scenario, like easy to moderate level. So in the next video, we will be solving questions from linear, and then we can move on and we can proceed the complete puzzle topic. So now I hope everyone have understood that what is called as puzzle and what are all the different models in the topic puzzle, model 1 and model 2. In model number 1, circular, linear, these are comes under model number 1, which is called a seating arrangement. To solve the seating arrangement, you have to solve in a specific pattern, specific format based upon the question. But model number 2 does not have any specific format. You can just like that solve by clues, or you can frame a tabular column, that is your wish. So this is the difference between model 1 puzzle and model number 2 puzzle. So when you comes now in this video, we will be solving a question that is from a circular arrangement. So if it is a circular arrangement, you have to make sure to, before solving a question, these 3 notes are always important. Note number 1, first check the question whether all the people are facing center or outside, or some people do that, right? Facing inside or outside. And point number 2, check whether 8 people, 6 people, 4 people are sitting. All the even numbers will definitely, we have to draw a diagram like this, each and every one facing each other. So in case if it is an odd number, then just like that you can make the people to be seated in the circular table, right? And the last note is possible diagram. Always make sure to draw a possible diagram. So only if you draw a possible diagram, it is easy to get the answer. In some cases, even though you draw a possible diagram, the final answer we will get 2 diagrams, right? We can't able to fix whether diagram 1 is correct or diagram 2 is correct. Both the diagrams will be correct in some cases, right? Most of the cases, both the diagram will be correct. So that is also important. That's the main reason I am saying draw the possible diagrams. And then that's it, friends. So once you draw the diagram, finding the answer for the question is easy. That is very simple. The only thing is you have to draw the diagram perfectly, right? So friends, now let me move on to the question that is based on circular arrangements. Question number 1. So 5 people A, B, C, D and E seated about a round table. So every chair is spaced equidistant from adjacent chairs. So which means that totally how many people are there? 5 people. So if it is a 5 people, then you don't want to make sure that every person is facing each other. So just like that with the equidistance. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So 5 people are sitting in a circular table and all the persons are facing the center. Right? So here you can able to see, just now I have told you, right, in the initial stage I have told you, last time the question that was asked in the circular arrangement was in the year 2016. This was the question that was asked in the year 2016, that is on the circular arrangement. So what is the first point? So C is seated next to A. So next to A, C is seated, right. So what we can do here is, when you fix A here, right, so either C can be seated here or else C can be seated here. So why? Because they didn't mention that whether C is sitting on the right of A, right? They have said that C is sitting next to A. Either C can be seated here or C can be seated here. So now what you need to do is, just now I have told you, draw the possible diagram, right? So don't try to draw in the single diagram itself, that will make you a mistake. So here when you fix A here, so this will be C. So in both the diagrams where you can able to see, according to the first point, C is seated next to A. So in every diagram where C is seated next to A. Right? So second point, A is seated 2 seats from D. So from D, A is seated in the 2 seats, right? So definitely we can fix D here, only then we can say that A will be sitting 2 seats from D. So similarly, A is sitting 2 seats from D. So we have to fix D here. So third point, B is not seated next to A. So where B is not seated next to A. So if next to A where B is not seated, then definitely we can't able to fix B here. Only one chance I should fix B here. So similarly next to A, B is not sitting. So definitely B will be sitting here. So what is the remaining person? A, B, C, D, E is remaining. So definitely E will be sitting here in this possible diagram where E is sitting here. So finally they have given only 3 points, right? So after fixing the clues, we got 2 possible diagrams. Either this diagram can be correct or else this diagram can be correct. So what is the question they are asking is, which of the following must be true? So first point, D is seated next to B. So they have given 3 points. So we have to decide according to the code which point is correct. So first point, what they are saying is, D is seated next to B. Yes. Next to B, D is seated. So similarly in this diagram also, next to B, D is seated. So the first point, what they have given is correct. So what about the second point? E is seated next to A. So E is seated next to A. Yes, in this first diagram where E is seated next to A. Similarly in this possible diagram too, where E is seated next to A. So in both the possible diagram where it is correct. So point number 3. So D and C are separated by 2 seats. So D and C are separated by 2 seats. Not exactly. Why? Because you can see D and C is separated by 2 seats. But when we look at this side, right, clockwise side, you can able to see only one. They are separated by only one seated, right, one chair. But here you can able to see D and C are separated by 2 persons. Here only 1 person, here 2 persons. So similarly, D and C are separated by 2. But here when you look at this side, right, when you look at in this clockwise direction, so between D and C there is only 1 person. So definitely according to the point, D and C are separated by 2 seats. But here D and C are separated by 2 seats in one direction, but D and C are separated by only 1 seat in another direction. So definitely the point number 3 will be wrong, right? So only if it is 100% true, you have to make sure that the point number 3 is correct. But here in this one side where we can able to see the point number 3 is wrong. So finally only 1 and 2 is correct. So according to the question we can say the code only 1 and code 2 is correct. So 1 and 2 are true. So this will be the answer for the first question. So this was the question they have asked in 2016. It's easy, right? It does not require that much thing to practice. But in 2019, 2020 some questions were difficult, but not from the circular arrangement, from the linear. So practice like this from the easy level, start practicing, and then medium level, and then little bit hard level question. That is enough, so that it will be easy to crack the question in our exams. So finally answer for this first question where code 1 and 2, that is first data and second data, is true. Question number 2. So A, B, C, D and F. So totally how many people are? 6 chairs. So regularly placed around a round table. So here you can able to see in the previous question it was 5%. So we have drawn the circle and we mention all the persons sitting in a different place. But here you can able to see there are 6 people sitting in a circular table. So if it is a 6 people, so make sure that each and every person is facing each other. So let me assume that these 3 persons, right? So 1, and this person will be facing this, and this person will be facing this person, and this person will be facing here. Understood? So based upon the question we can decide whether we are getting possible diagrams or not. So what about the first point? So it is observed that A is between D and F. So listen here, the person A is between D and F. So first when you fix A here, this person A is between D and F. So I can fix D here and I can fix F here. This is one possible diagram. The second possible diagram is that we will be getting 2 possibles. Why? Because if A is sitting here, we know that according to point number 1 where A is between D and F. So either we can fix F and D here also. So no, there are 2 possibles. But in both the possible diagram where you can able to see the person A is sitting between D and F. Got it? So second point, C is opposite to D. So C is opposite to D. We know that this person will be facing here. So when C is opposite to D, so definitely we have to fix C here. So similarly we have to fix C here. So next point, D and E are not the neighbors. So D and E is not the neighbors. If D and E is not the neighbors, then definitely we can't able to fix E here. So remaining only one place that we have is this. So this will be E, place for E. So similarly we can't able to fix E here. So this will be the place for E. So what about the remaining letters? A, B is remaining. So the remaining person should be seated on the empty chair. Got it? So finally we have drawn the diagram. It is easy. This is also a UPSC exam question, CSAT question, which was asked in 2009, right? 10 years back. So definitely question will be easy. But listen, one thing that they have asked the question from all these areas, right? So that's it. We are in this, after reading the complete passage, we came to know that we are getting 2 possible diagrams. So now what is the first question they are asking? Which one of the following must be true? A is opposite to B. A is opposite to B. No, I think A is opposite to E, but not opposite to B. The first point is wrong. Second point, D is opposite to E. D is opposite to E. No, D is opposite to C in both the diagrams. Second point is also wrong. Third point, C and B are neighbors. C and B are neighbors. No, that is also wrong. C and B are not the neighbors. Last point, B and E are neighbors. Yes, B and E are neighbors in this diagram. So similarly, B and E are neighbors. So after reading the complete thing, what we came to know that only the point number 4 is true. Right? The first 3 points are false. Only the point number 4 is true. So we can say that B and E are neighbors, which is point number 4, that is true. So which will be the answer for the question. So again, it's easy, right? You don't want to spend that much of time to solve these kinds of questions. So even in 2019 question, 20 question also I have seen the question paper. So the arrangement was easy to solve, and they have asked 3 questions. So getting 3 marks is very easy if you solve the puzzle question, right? So now let me move on to some of the questions that I have taken from different competitive exams, which is related to this kind of model, that is easy to medium level. We have to draw 2 possible or 3 possible, and then we will be getting the answer. Those kinds of questions I will be solving now. But answer for this second question, where the last B and E are neighbors, is true. Third question. So 8 people A to H are sitting around a circular table facing the center with the equal distance between each other, but not necessarily in the same order. So here you can able to see it's based upon a circular arrangement. But how many people are sitting? There are 8 people are sitting. So definitely we have to draw a diagram like, so each and every person should face each other. Got it? So first point. A sits third to left of C. So C left hand side at a third place where the person A is sitting. So if we fix C here, C left hand side at a third place is A. So C left hand side will be this side. So 1, 2 and 3. So this will be the place for A. Because all the persons are facing the center. So if all the persons are facing the center, so definitely this will be right and this will be left hand side. So according to the first point, where A sits third to left of C. So C left hand side at a third place where A is sitting. So only one person sits between A and G. So between A and G, there is a gap of only one person. So listen here, between A and G. if there is two possibles, either I can fix G here. If I fix G here, between A and G there will be gap of 1%, or else I can fix G here, because both are possibles, right? If I fix G here, again between A and G there will be gap of 1%. So what you need to do is draw another diagram, right? So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So again see left hand side at a third place, right? At a third place is A. So between A and G there is a gap of 1, right? So here in this possible diagram I have fixed G here, but in the second possible diagram I will be fixing G here. Understood? So next point is, E sits second to right of F. So F right hand side at a second place is E, but F right hand side at a second place is E, but we are many chances, right? I can fix F here, E here, F here, E here, many chances. So let me move on to the next point. F is neither an immediate neighbor of A nor G. So the person F is not an immediate neighbor of A. So if immediate neighbor of A is not F, so here you can't able to fix F. So similarly here you can't able to fix F, and then he is not an immediate neighbor of A nor G, right? So again this is the place not for F. So this and this, all these three places is not for F. So what is the remaining place that we have? This and this, right? If I fix F here, F right hand side at a second place should be E. If I fix F here, this can't be E. Why? Because already we have fixed G here. So definitely I should fix F here. F right hand side at a second place will be E. Got it? So similarly this will be the answer for the first possible diagram. So second possible diagram, so we can't fix F here, so similarly F here, so only three places remaining. So I think if I fix F here, this will be E. If I fix F here, this will be E. So let me move to the next point, right? So we are getting many possibles, just like that leave the point and we are move on to the next point. So only one person is between B and E. So between B and E there is gap of only 1%, right? Already we have fixed E here. So now according to the point, between B and E there is a gap of only 1%. We already fixed E here, we can't able to fix B. Why? Because already this is the place for G. Similarly we can't able to fix B here. Why? Because if I fix B here, definitely we already know that F is B placed here. So there is no chance of fixing B. That make sure that B and E, between B and E there should be gap of 1%. So definitely it is not possible. So we can surely say that this complete possible diagram is wrong, because we can't able to fix the person B. So now let me move on to this diagram. So we already know that we can't able to fix F here. So similarly this is not the place for F. So what are all the chances is, if I fix F here, right hand side second place will be E. This will be one chance. If I fix E here, we know that between B and E there should be gap of 1. So definitely I can't able to fix. So what I can do is I can fix F here. If I fix F here, this will be E. So now check, between B and E there should be gap of 1. So definitely I can't able to fix B here. Why? Because already we have fixed F, only one place is remaining. So this will be B. So only then we can say that between B and E there is a gap of 1. Right? So next point, E is not an immediate neighbor of D. So E is not an immediate neighbor of D. So I can't able to fix D here. So only chance that I should fix D here. So what is the remaining letter? So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H is remaining. So last place is for H. So finally I have fixed the arrangement, right? So what is the question? Who is sitting to right of G? Second right of G. G right hand side, who is sitting? G right hand side, C is sitting. So answer for this question is C. So just see here these kinds of questions, right? This is not easy. This will be easy to moderate level. Why? Because if it is easy, then you will get the answer in a single diagram itself. It's a moderate level. Why? Because we are drawing two possible diagram. So first possible diagram is getting wrong because of E and B. Because we have only one place for E, but we can't able to fix B. If I fix B, that will be correct. But already here the person G is fixed, so we can't able to replace as B. So similarly F and E is already here, so there is no chance of fixing B and E gap of 1. So definitely this diagram is wrong. So this is the only diagram that will be correct, right? So B and E gap of 1. So this will be the answer for this question number 3, right? So this is the way you have to solve. That's the reason I am repeatedly saying that draw the possible diagram. It is easy to solve the question. So answer for question number 3, who is sitting right of G? So right of G will be C. Question number 4. So 9 friends A to I are sitting around a circular table, so facing the center but not necessarily in the same order. So here how many people are sitting? 9 people are sitting, right? So 9 people are sitting, so it is not an even number, so definitely we can just like that make the people to be seated in this circular table. So 8, we can add one extra person, 9. Got it? So 9 persons sitting around a circular table and all the persons are facing the center. So first point, D sits second to right of F. So F right hand side at a second place is D. So F right hand side 1 and 2. So this will be the place for D. So only 2 people sits between D and C. So between D and C only 2 people are sitting. So either 1, 2, here we can able to fix C, because between D and C there is a gap of 2. Or else there is another possible diagram. Here also we can place C. Why? Because between D and C there should be gap of 2. So draw 2 possible diagrams. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So according to the question, F right hand side at a second place is D. So between D and C there is a gap of 2. So in this possible diagram I have fixed C here. So in this possible diagram I have fixed C here. Understood? So next point, H is an immediate neighbor of E. So H is an immediate neighbor of E. Again, there are many possibles. I can fix H and E here, H and E, and many possibles, right? So leave the point and let me move on to the next point. Neither H nor E is an immediate neighbor of C nor D. So see here, immediate neighbor of C nor D is H and E. So I can't able to fix H here, H here, H here, H here. So only 2 places remaining, these 2 places. But definitely these 2 places is for H and E. Understood or not? Because both are immediate neighbors. If I fix H here, this will be E. Or else if I fix H here, this will be E. So from this point we came to know that H and E will be, these 2 places is definitely for H and E. So similarly, we can't able to fix H on these 2 places. So similarly I can't able to fix H here. So only 3 places remaining. So in this 3 places we have to fix H and E. So let me move on to the next point. So only 2 people are sitting between A and E. So only 2 people are sitting between A and E. So in this diagram, if I fix A here, in case if I fix E, example I am saying, if I fix E here, 2 people are sitting between A and E, right? So I have to place A here or A here, that is not diagram, right? We will not get the answer if I fix A here, right? Because already we have fixed the C. So only chance that if I fix E here, 2 places between A and E, A or A, right? So if I fix E here, this is also not possible. If I fix E here, so this will be the place for E and this will be the place for H. Either we can fix A or we can fix A here. So let me move on to the next point. What they are saying is, so similarly here we don't know where to fix H and E, let it be, right? Let me move on to the next point. So G sits third to right of A. So A right hand side at the third place is G. So in case if I fix A here, A right hand side third place will be G. So 1, 2, 3, I can't able to fix G. So if I fix A here, example I am saying, so 1, 2, 3, this will be G. So now according to the question you can able to see between A and E there is a gap of 2. So A right hand side at a second place is G. So next point is B sits second to left of C. So C left hand side at a second place is B. So C left hand side at a second place is B. So this will be for B. Only one person sits between C and E. Only one person sits between C and E. Yes. Only one person is sitting between C and E. What is the remaining person? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. I is remaining. So we have to fix I. I think this will be the answer, right? So why? Because we are not getting the answer for this possible diagram. Because we can't able to fix H and E itself. We are getting many possibles, right? So we don't want to solve it. So finally what they are saying, who sits second to right of G? Who sits second to right of G? So G right hand side at a second place, who is sitting? I is sitting. So we can say that answer for this question is I. That's it, right? So this will be the answer. In case if you want to draw the diagram and if you want to check, yes, you can. You can draw and check whether we are getting the answers or not. What they have said is, H and E are the immediate neighbors, right? If I fix H and E here, so A and E there should be gap of 2. If I can't able to fix A here, this is not possible, right? So similarly, if I fix H and E here, So I should fix A, and we know that A left hand side how many? A right hand side at the third place is G. So A right hand side 1, 2, 3, that is not for G. So if I fix A here, and this will be G, right? So between C and E, according to the question what they said, between C and E there should be gap of 1. But in this diagram between C and E there is a gap of 4. So this diagram is wrong actually. We will not get the answer, right? So this will be the answer for this question. Understood, right? The question looks very smaller, right? Very small question, but the thing here is you have to be very much careful on drawing the possible diagram. That's it. So if you know how to draw the possible diagram, then definitely the questions will be very easy. Next question. So 8 people A to H are sitting around a circular table. So A and B are facing outside towards the center, while other 6 people are facing opposite to the center. So this question is based on where 2 people are facing towards the center, that is A and B, and all the remaining person are facing away from the center, right? So totally how many persons are there? Totally there are 8 persons. So draw the diagram like this, and here according to the question what they are saying is only the person A and B are facing the center, and all the remaining 6 people are facing outside. Got it? So first point. So A sits second to right of H. So H right hand side at the second place where A is sitting. So if I fix H here, for example, if I am fixing H here, we already know that H will be facing outside. Why? Because only A and B are facing inside. So H will be facing outside. So H right hand side at the second place is A. So 1 and 2, and this will be the place for A, and we know that the person A is facing the center. So next point is B sits third to left of A. So A left hand side at the third place is B. We already know that the person A is facing the center. So this will be left hand side. So 1, 2 and 3. So A left hand side at the third place is B. So we can fix B here. And A and B both are facing the center. So B will also be facing the center. So now all the remaining persons in this arrangement will be facing outside. Understood? So next point is D sits second to right of G. So G right hand side at the second place is D. So we can't able to fix it. Let me move on next point. G is neither an immediate neighbor of B nor A. So G is neither an immediate neighbor. So G is not an immediate neighbor of A, right? These two places is not for G, as well as G is not an immediate neighbor of B. So this is also not for G, and this is also not for G. So only one place remaining. So definitely I have to fix G here, because all the remaining places is not for the person G. Why? Because he is not the immediate neighbor of B nor A. So all these places is not for G. So only one place is remaining, that is this is the only place remaining for G. So now according to the previous point, G right hand side at the second place is D. So G right hand side at the second place is D. So this will be the place for D. So next, E and F are immediate neighbors. So E and F are immediate neighbors. So I think only these two places are remaining, right? Because this is the only, if I fix E here, any one should be F. That is not possible. So definitely this will be E or F, or else this will be E or F. But we can surely say that these two places, one of the place for E and F. Right? So what is the remaining letter that we have is A, B, C is remaining. So I have to fix C here. That's it. So finally we have fixed all the persons in the seating arrangement except E and F. Because E and F we are getting a possibles. So finally we can say that this will be a diagram for the given passage, right? So what is the question they are asking? What is the position of C with respect to D? We have to find what is the position of C. So from D, our target is to see what is the position of C. So from D is here, C is here. So from D, we know that this will be right hand side and this will be left hand side. So from D, so D left hand side 1, 2, 3. At the third place is C. So D left hand side at the third place is C. So which will be the answer for question number 5 or 4? I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth question, right? So fifth question. So remember all these things. So this will be the answer. So remember all these things in case if you didn't get that exact position, so make it as a possible, right? That place will be for E and F. So how I drawn like this. Right? So this is the way you have to solve the circular arrangement questions. So this diagram, this seating arrangement does not get any possible diagrams, but even we didn't get possible diagram, that is okay, right? So some question we will get possible diagram, and some question we even get 4 possible diagrams. So that's not the problem. Check whether we are getting the final answer correctly or not, that is important. So next question. So 8 friends A to H are sitting in a circle but not necessarily in the same order. So 4 of them are facing outside and 4 of them are facing the center. So just here totally there are 8 persons, right? So 8 persons sitting in a circular table. So where 4 of them out of 8, 4 of them are facing the center and remaining 4 of them are facing outside. Okay. So first point is E faces outside. So they didn't mention that overall facing inside or overall facing outside like previous question, because in the previous question they have given, right, A and B are facing towards the center, but in this question totally there are 8, out of 8 4 are facing the center and remaining 4 are facing outside. So what is the first point? So E faces outside. So the person E is facing outside. So let me fix E here. So the person E is facing outside. Both the immediate neighbors of E faces the center. So immediate neighbors of E will be these 2 places. So immediate neighbor of E, both the person are facing the center. So next point, H sits second to right of E. So E right hand side at the second place is for H. We know that the person E is facing outside. So this will be the right? So right second place is H and this will be the place for H. So B sits third to left of E. So E left hand side at the third place is B. So E left hand side will be this side. So 1, 2, 3 and this will be the place for B. So E left hand side at the third place is B. So B sits third to left of E. Okay, next point, D faces the center. So the person D is facing the center, but according to this diagram we came to know that only 2 places who are facing the center, but there is a possible, right? We can either fix D here, D here, D here also. So let me move on to the next point, but we keep that in mind. The person D is facing the center. So next point is F is an immediate neighbor of D, right? Whether I have missed any points here. So D faces the center, right? Okay. So next point is both the immediate neighbors of D faces outside. So both the immediate neighbor of D are facing outside. So definitely there is a chance, right? If I fix D here, these 2 person can face outside. I can't able to fix D here because this person is facing inside. So both the immediate neighbors of D should face outside and the person D is facing inside. Got it? Okay. So what is the next point? So G sits both the immediate, okay, D faces outside. G sits second to left of A. So A left hand side at the second place is G. So A left hand side second place is G. Again, next point. B sits third to right of H. So H right hand side at the third place is B. So H right hand side at the third place is B. So definitely we can say that H will be facing outside. Only then H right hand side will be this side. So 1, 2, 3 and this will be the place for B. So according to this point we already know that the person D is facing the center and the remaining 2 person must be facing outside. So I think I should fix D here. This is the only place according to the clue now. So let me fix D. In case if we are not getting this place for D, we can fix the remaining places, right? Okay, so next point is H right hand side third is B. Okay, I fixed that. And A left hand side second is G. So A left hand side second is G. If I fix A here, there is no chance, right? So if I fix A here, this can be G. If I fix A here, but definitely these 2 places for A and G according to this point. Okay. So what about the next point is F is an immediate neighbor of D. So F is an immediate neighbor of D, then F is an immediate neighbor of D. Okay, so I can't able to fix F here. So definitely this is not the place for D, right? So why? Because immediate neighbor of D should, so what I can do here is I can fix D here, right? And all the remaining person will be facing outside. So now we can say that F will be the immediate neighbor of D. This is one chance, right? Okay, so what is the remaining things that we missed is A left hand side at a second place is G, right? So I can fix A here. A left hand side second place is G. So only one letter remaining, A, B, C is remaining. So I have to fix C here. Still one more point is remaining, I think so. C is an immediate neighbor of G. Yes, C is an immediate neighbor of G. D is not an immediate neighbor of B. Yes, D is not an immediate neighbor of V. I think that's it, right? So finally, after fixing all the persons, where you can able to see, we got only 3% facing outside. That is, H is facing outside, E is facing outside, F is facing outside. But still one more person has to face outside, but we don't know who is that person. So similarly, A is facing inside, D is facing inside. But still two more person has to face inside. But here G, C and B. So for all these 3% where the direction is missing, we can't able to predict whether these 3% who are all facing inside and who are all facing outside. We can't able to say that. So only according to the question we got this answer. Okay, what is the question they are asking? Who among the following sits third to right of A? So third to right of A, right? So third to right of A right hand side will be this side. So 1, 2, 3, which is F. So answer for this question is F. Easy, right? So they are not talking about the G, C, B here. So they are just asking who is third to right of A. So A right hand side third place is for F. This will be the answer for this question. It's easy actually, but only thing is in the question initially they have given 4 people are facing center and 4 people are facing outside. But after getting the answer, we came to know that for 3% we can't able to predict the direction whether they are facing inside or outside. But according to the question, we got the answer because they are not talking about G, C, B relation or where they are sitting or who is immediate neighbors, etc. But they are asking like A right hand side at a third place, who is sitting. So A right hand side at a third place, F is sitting. So this will be the answer for this arrangement question. Next question. So 7 people A to G are sitting in a circle and 5 of them are facing the center, and while 2 of them are facing the opposite direction. That means they are not facing the center. So totally there are only 7 people, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So out of 7 there are 2 people who are facing outside and the remaining 5 people are facing inside. So first point, C sits third to left of D. So C sits, but we don't know whether, and both of them are facing the center. So C, let me fix C here, and the C is facing the center. So C left hand side, C sits third to left of D. So D left hand side at a third place is C. So D left hand side, let me fix D here, D left hand side 1, 2 and 3. So this will be the place for C, and both the person are facing the center. The one who is sitting, right? Okay, so next point, E is neither an immediate neighbor of D nor C. So these 2 places is not for E and these 2 places is not for E. Only one place that we have is, this is the place for E, because he is not the immediate neighbor of C nor D, right? So next point, the one sitting exactly between D and F, the one sitting exactly between D and F. Okay, so D and F is opposite to the center. So D and F, right, we already know that only one is sitting between D and F. Already we have fixed E here, so this will be F, right? So between D and F, the person who is exactly sitting between D and F is facing opposite to the center. That means he will be facing outside the center, right? So next, the one G sits third to right of A. So A right hand side at a third place is G. So A right hand side at a third place is G. If I fix, we are getting many possible diagrams, right? So next point, and G is facing the center. So the person G is facing the center. So definitely this is not the place for G, right? So if I fix, example I am saying, if I fix G here, so we have to fix A right hand side, third place must be G. So I can't able to fix G. So if I fix G here, example, only 3 places remaining, right? So if I fix G here, A right hand side third place. So if I fix G here, we know that G is facing the center, right? So this must be A. Only then we can say that A right hand side 1, 2, 3 at the third place will be G. Okay, so next point is, I think both of them were facing the center. What is the remaining letter that we have? A, B is remaining, so we have to fix B here. And according to the question, what they said is only 2 of them are facing outside, right? So already we came to know that A, the person A is facing outside. So who's the remaining one facing outside? I don't know. What is the remaining one? One of B's neighbor. So one of B's neighbor is facing opposite to the center. So one of B's neighbor is facing opposite to the center. So B's neighbor is E and D. We already know that the person D is facing the center. So definitely this person must be facing outside. So we came to know that A and E are facing outside. So according to the question itself, they have told that out of 7 people, 5 people are facing the center. So remaining 2 will be definitely facing the center. And there are 2 people are facing outside and the remaining 5 people are facing the center, right? So this will be the answer for this arrangement question. See, right? So if you keep on practicing, many questions like this daily, right, at least try to practice a 5 or 6 puzzle question. Not only circular arrangement, so one circular, one linear, one tabular column and one normal puzzle, like the person A is taller than B and the person C and D are little bit shorter than A. So those kinds of question I am saying, or else ranking and ordering, or else A is 52 kg more than B. So try to solve every day if you are preparing for the CSAT exam. So try to solve every day 5 puzzles and 5 simplifications and then data interpretations, because these are the repeatedly asking. There in every exam you can able to see these questions: direction, blood relation, time and work, and set theory 1 question. So when you have that pattern, daily try to solve one question. So definitely it is easy to crack the CSAT exam papers, right? So max papers. So this will be the answer for question number 7. So last question. So A to H are 8 friends sitting around a circular table, so facing the center. So totally there are 8 people and 8 people are facing the center, right? So if it is an even number, then we have to draw a diagram like this. So each and every person are facing each other, right? So now first point, A sits second to left of D, and we already know that all the persons are facing the center, right? So now first point is A sits second to left of D. So D left hand side at a second place is A. So we can fix D here. So D left hand side at a second place is A. So this will be the place for A. O is third to left of E. So O represents the person D. So E left hand side at a third place is D. So E left hand side at a third place is D, then definitely have to fix E here. So only then we can say this will be E right hand side and this will be E left hand side. So E left hand side at a third place will be D. So next point is C sits third to right of G. So G right hand side at a third place is C. So if I fix G here, many possibles, right? So next point is who is not an immediate neighbor of E. So the person G is not an immediate neighbor of E. So I can't able to fix G here. So if I fix G here, example, if I fix G here, G right hand side third place must be C. So 1, 2 and 3, this is possible, right? So if I fix G here, 1, 2, 3, this is possible. Again, there are many possibles. So H sits third to right of B. So B right hand side at the third place is H. So B right hand side at the third place is H. So again, many possibles are there. O sits second to right of G. So just see here, the last 2 points are most important because we have to fix and see. Just listen carefully. What they are saying is C sits third to right of G. So G right hand side at a third place is C, right? So what I can do here is, first we know that these 2 places is not for G. So for example, if I fix G here, example I am saying, if I fix G here, G right hand side third place is C. So 1, 2, 3 and this will be C, right? So this will be C. So now, and we know that the person G who is not an immediate neighbor of E. Next point, H sits third to right of B. So B right hand side at a third place must be H. So only chance that I should fix B here, B right hand side 1, 2, 3 at a third place, this will be H. And the person B who sits second to right of G, just listen here, the person B must be sitting second to right of G. But here according to the diagram where B and G are immediate neighbors, but what they exactly saying is B who sits second to right of G. So G right hand side at a second place must be B. So definitely I can't able to fix G and E here. This is actually wrong, right? So we can say that these are wrong. So we can't able to fix G here. So if I fix G here, we are not getting the answer, right? So in case if I am fixing G here, example I am saying, we know that G right hand side at a third place is C. So 1, 2 and 3. So this will be C, right? And the next point where G is not an immediate neighbor of E. Next point, H sits third to right of B. So B right hand side at a third place must be H. So if I fix B here, right hand side 1, 2, 3, this will be H. So last point, who sits second to right of G. So G right hand side second place is B. Just see here, G right hand side second place is B. So this diagram is correct and the previous diagram is wrong. So if I fix G here, I can't able to fix B. So that possible diagram is completely wrong. When we move on to the second possible diagram, if I fix G here, G right hand side, second place is B, I am getting the answer. So only one letter is remaining, A, B, C, D, E, F is remaining. So I should fix F here. That's it. So this will be the answer for this diagram. What is that? What they are asking? Who is sitting between D and the C? So between D and C, the person B is sitting. So which is the answer for the last question. So friends, that's it, right? So seating arrangement, mostly easy level question. They are asking easy to medium level question. So all those questions you have to solve only by a possible diagram. What I solved in the previous question. In this diagram also we are getting a possibles. But what I did, I just fixed on just drawing only one diagram. I tried to fix on remaining possible closed. If you practice, automatically you will get this. But while beginning, right, while start practicing, you have to draw the possible diagrams. Only then you will get the exact answer, right? That becomes the practice. When you keep on practicing drawing a possible diagram, then solving the questions will be very easy. So once that's it about this video, and thank you so much for watching this video. So what you need to do is either before watching this video or after watching this video, try to practice more and more number of questions. If you didn't get the questions, again visit my YouTube channel. In the playlist, I have given the seating arrangement puzzle itself, right? 25 question, easy and medium level puzzle itself. Or else, if you got the pen drive, in the pen drive itself I have given easy arrangements 25, medium arrangements 25. So try to watch that, and simultaneously you to try to solve the question on your own. So only then you will get a practice and you can able to solve the question. So remember one thing, this puzzle they have asking for 3 questions, and even in some UPSC exam you can able to see 5 questions they have asked only from the topic puzzle. So it is easy scoring area. So practice more, definitely you can crack it. So in all the upcoming videos we will be seeing the question that is on linear arrangement, question that is based on square or rectangle or else floor puzzle. So everything I will solve, it is based on the seating arrangement question. So thank you so much for watching this video, and if you really like it, share the video to your friends, those are preparing for the exams, CSAT exams. So thank you so much for watching it. Bye.